Daniels. Daniels. Noah Daniels, replace the PHTs at once, please.
PHTs replaced.
You were summoned back from the Tiger event 2 minutes ago.
Sorry, I didn't hear it. Oh, yeah, right.
That was a bad lie.
Well, what was it like anyway? Wild.
Correct. A tiger was a wild animal. A member of the species...
A panthera, which also included lions, panthers, and other big cats.
Correct. Tigers were members of the cat family, native to many parts of India and southern Asia. That is, of course, until the Nemesis comet rendered them extinct, along with all other animals on the surface of the Earth.
Right, now can you tell us something we don't know?
Members of the elite zoology class will now vacate the holodeck. The senior geography class will commence in 5 minutes exactly.
Thanks a lot, Noah. I just missed out on my turn. Well, there's always tomorrow.
Daniels. Noah, you have overstayed a field trip once too often. Do you think these programs were created just for you?
No, sir.
No, sir. You'll present yourself immediately at the executive chamber to be disciplined by the triumvirate.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Ooh, gee, that was heavy. Hey, you're really hung up on these animals, aren't you?
It's not the animals, it's the process. This thing can put you in whole different dimensions.
Noah, it's just a program. Hey, are you having a problem with reality, man?
No, I'm having a problem with you.
Well, good luck with the triumvirate, all right? Good luck with the triumvirate.
You blew it again.
Who told you?
Only about 17 people.
17 people. Tell them to keep it to themselves.
Yeah, I did. So what are you going to say to the triumvirate?
Come on, Becky, I'll be late.
All right. Nice knowing you.
Dr. Pretorius.
I know you're there. Close the door and stop that appalling draft. This is a tricky little sequence. Vintage 2001. When you think how totally dependent the world became on all this, and how totally useless this technology was when the crunch came.
It saved us.
A handful of us who happened to be underground out of how many billion people? It's good you've been directed to me. The rest of the triumvirate have been busy with heavy affairs of state. You've been hogging the holodeck again.
I can't resist it. I just want to see how real virtual reality is.
What was the program?
Zoology. The cyber animal, a tiger, is programmed to act on the same killer instincts the real ones used to have.
Precisely.
So if I stay long enough, will it kill me instead of just chasing me? And, I mean, you know, if it kills me, what happens then?
You're playing with very dangerous concepts. The holodeck, like everything else here, is a limited resource. It wouldn't even exist if it weren't for the genius of your mother. It must be shared and not overextended. Perhaps this will restore your perspective.
Nemesis countdown. Wild.
You've seen it before.
Yeah, I love it.
Funny thing to love. The end of the known world. Our Earth, year 2002, smugly orbiting in its own little corner of the universe. utterly unprepared for the devastation ahead.
Homework first.
What are you doing, Ho?
You babies. Tomatoes.
What are they?
Oh, you must have read about them. A fruit or a vegetable, whatever you like. People ate them the world over.
Where'd you get them?
Just discovered. Preserved in ice like the rest of the plants. And they're staying right here where I can keep an eye on them.
What do they taste like?
Just you wait. Remind me of salads on summer nights. Anyway, it's a significant find. Where's Noah?
As well as the Earth and the other planets orbiting the Sun, an infinite number of smaller bodies circulating. Meteors, asteroids.
Comets.
Precisely. And sooner or millions of years later, those smaller bodies disintegrate, like when they orbit too closely and are drawn towards a planet and smash into its crust.
Like when the dinosaurs got wiped out.
Yes, 65 million years ago. Far too long ago for anyone to be caring about. They certainly didn't believe it would happen again. Not to them.
But it did.
Another super comet. The Nemesis Comet. First appeared in our skies, orbiting dangerously close.
And they prepare a nuclear defense.
So they thought. Eventually, they were able to calculate its course. A 50-50 chance that it would strike the Earth. And still, the people weren't told. The arsenals were ready, the firing solutions were set. -2 days, it's coming. No argument.
Nothing to be done.
Except stand and gape. You could see it descending. First, as big as the full moon. 30 seconds, 3 times as big as the moon. 10 seconds, you couldn't shield it with your hand. It began to glow. Red. The glare filled the sky. The sea boiled. There was no escape for man or beast, no shelter, no comfort, no time to realize the doomsday had come. The Nemesis was hit, shattered, but it was too late. Thousands of fragments rained down on the Earth, and the core of the comet plummeted towards the landmass directly above us.
Awesome.
It happened, Noah, just 3 years before you were born.
Then the big freeze began. Cleaning the vents, topside,
How long?
all tomorrow.
Yuck.
And I'm banned from the holodeck for a month.
You were warned. Everyone has to come back from those virtual reality events the moment they're told.
Okay. Mum, the data for those illusions is relayed from the holodeck computer via the PHTs directly into the optic nerve. Is that right?
Right, and from there into all the other sensory parts of the brain.
So the PHT is actually rearranging particles of light.
Photons, yes, why?
Oh, nothing, just waffling on.
I bet Dr. Pretorius waffled on.
As usual.
He's a very wise old man and a good friend of this family.
He got you your job, Mum.
When he put you in the elite class.
He must have been desperate.
Well, that's good coming from you.
Why don't we just enjoy our aerated sucrose substitute,
You'd better wear all 3 sweaters, Noah, or you'll freeze.
I'll be fine, Mum. It's great up there.
You want to do vent cleaning duty?
I'd rather do a month topside than miss one trip in the holodeck.
Operative number 451, approaching Sector 4.
Operative number 452, present location mall. No activity detected.
go?
No. You're supposed to do those in your head, Pebble Brain.
You working on a new program?
Maybe.
Well, what's it do?
It paralyzes the vocal cords of little girls who ask questions when I'm trying to work.
When are you going to build us our own holodeck?
When I get about 10 million more gigabytes and 500 hours to duplicate the photon converter.
Does it seem like those animals are real?
As close as I am to you.
What ones have you seen?
Oh, a tiger today, buffalo, a couple of elephants.
All those strange creatures from the past. You're so lucky.
Yeah, I guess, but you know, it's just history.
Weren't they beautiful?
Beautiful. Don't be such a wuss, Becky. They were beasts. They weren't intelligent. And plenty of them would eat you if they got the chance.
Yes, so why are you always scamming extra time with them?
It's not the animals. It's how Mum got the computer up there to create them. What other secrets it might have.
Secrets.
Oh, forget it. No, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, me too.
Don't snore.
other human beings survived the Nemesis comet?
Some may have sheltered in caves or the like. Certainly there were other underground facilities like North Col in the world.
So it's possible we're not alone.
One thing is certain. We'll never know as long as this impact winter lasts. That's it, my boy. Punishment over. And whatever you do, don't stop asking questions.
No way.
Enough. another day.
They all seem to melt into each other lately.
If only there really was some melting going on.
Oh, it's got to happen sometime. How much do you still think about before?
Forbidden topic.
Nobody's listening.
The wind, the sunshine, the trees.
All those things Noah and Becky never knew.
What you don't know, you don't miss. They're two happy kids, that's all that matters.
Citizen to remain stationary. Please explain presence in public area after curfew.
I'm just going home.
Citizen to identify self.
Junior citizen Noah Daniels.
Junior citizen Noah Daniels. Explained presence does not compute. Citizen is now on level of family apartment. Therefore, use of elevator does not compute.
I can explain that.
Junior citizen Noah Daniels, turn out the contents of your pack now.
Certainly, officer. One moment.
Identify this object.
It's a cybernetic synaptic synthesizer.
Cybernetic synaptic synthesizer. Unknown to my database. Please define.
You see, yeah, it's kind of difficult to explain. Request permission to demonstrate?
Permission granted.
See, like, it's interactive.
Elaborate.
Interactive with other artificial intelligences, like yourself, to produce this kind of effect.
Elaborate.
No, you get the idea there. Fancy you knowing what a cybernetic synaptic synthesizer was.
Elaborate. Synthetical synthesis.
You keep working on it, don't let me stop you.
Cyberneticist.
I've got to figure out this operating system.
Synthetic cyberspace. Synaptic syntho-pump.
Operative number 451.
Does not compute.
Report malfunction. Operative number 451. Please advise.
That way.
I don't get it. How do you get the photons rearranged?
Attention, intruder in the holodeck. All citizens to remain stationary. Repeat, intruder in the holodeck.
Freeze.
Explain unauthorized presence in holodeck.
I'm just working on a homework assignment. Where am I? This is crazy. program's stuck.
He's a protector.
I don't know.
Of course he is. Look at him. Let's tie him up here in the sun.
No.
So you can squeal for your mates, scum.
You're just a hologram, kid, so watch it.
Hologram?
Yeah, you are too. But since you're talking, how about telling me what this place is? I don't recognize this program.
You're in Haven, of course.
Haven?
He knows where he is. He's a spy.
Are you?
Who are you? Why aren't you animals like you're supposed to be?
Animals?
Sure, you're all some kind of malfunction.
What do you know about animals?
You're real.
What a nutter.
I'm out of here.
You're not going anywhere.